It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube sensation. How you doing, Connie? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our special guest, Edwin Acevedo. How's it going?
What's going on?
What's up? It has been quite a while. My gosh. Ace Volume 1 is in demand already.
Yep, time flies, man.
Holy cow.
Feels like I just launched it, yeah, man.
Seriously? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, since it has been quite some time since you were last on, you mind taking a moment and just kind of sharing a little bit of your quote-unquote origin story, how you grew up, what you were into pop culture-wise, toys, movies, cartoons, and what were the major milestones in your life that led you to creating your own comic graphic novel universe?
Yeah, so I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up on He-Man, Voltron,
Oh yeah.
Basically all the fun cartoons that most people are really familiar with, but yeah, it's just when I was born in Puerto Rico. I came to the States when I was like 7 or 8, and just kind of found comics as like a refuge, kind of like one of those things, as I was struggling to learn English. It was one of those things where I would just look at the images, but they were enough. The art was so good you could follow a lot of the story, and it was really a motivation factor to help me learn kind of English better and quicker. Started taking like all English classes just so I can figure out what's going on in these comic books. Started with X-Men, Spider-Man, those kind of like awesome. Then graduated to like more like the books like Dark Hawk, which are like a big inspiration to anybody who's heard me talk about the Ace before. So basically I've been reading comics ever since. I think I took like a 4-year break, like in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I had kind of like washed out. There's really nothing of interest from DC or Marvel. But then, Green Lantern Rebirth started in 2004, 2005. And that kind of hooked me back in because I'm a big Green Lantern fan. There's another books, like it started off with Marvel probably like in the early 90s, and then about the mid 90s I started discovering more like DC and then Image and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I've been basically collecting ever since. And when I was young, going through like high school and stuff, I wanted to be an artist. Wanted to work for Marvel. That was like my big dream, but didn't really have the artistic talent for it. So I had to like just go on and find something else. And then a couple of years ago I discovered Comicsgate, and you had all these independent creators making their own comic books, and they were crowdfunding it themselves, and that really kind of got me excited about the project and everything. So that's what kind of led to the initial idea of like, all right, it's possible now. There's no like glass ceiling. There's no like because basically a lot of people don't know this, but there was a big change from the early 90s to like the 2000s. I mean, back then you could get discovered just by bringing a portfolio, and you could get a job with these companies. But they took that away by the time the 2000s came. There was a lot more gatekeeping. So if you were trying to make it, unless you had connections and you knew somebody in the offices, you weren't really going to get a sniff. So it didn't really become about talent and everybody getting a free shot like before. Like, people like Rob Liefeld got discovered just because he had pages and somebody saw them at like a convention or something, like that was, comics were a lot more open back then. And this is why like this new indie movement reminds me of, there's no more barriers. People can get discovered now just putting out something on Indiegogo or Kickstarter or wherever. So yeah, this is kind of like a new era. So I had to jump in. Had this idea. you know, that kind of sparked off when a friend of mine, Sweens, who's the artist on Oddity, gave me like a sick avatar that's very similar to the one I have right now on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And that just kind of sparked my imagination, you know. I'm always I was a bit of a writer. I used to write little different kind of, I had this little notebook. I used to write story ideas and stuff and came up with all these characters, but that kind of went by the wayside by the time I was in my early 20s. So this kind of re-sparked that, you know, kind of love and the idea of creativity and trying to like, all right, who is this armored guy? You know, what's his backstory? And that's when kind of like the idea started flowing. And it took me a long time, you know, like I worked on it from the initial idea to the time I launched the Indiegogo. It was 2 years. So there's a lot of time spent trying to get this right. But you know, it's been a great experience, man. Now it's funded, and now we're in demand right now, trying to see if we can get to another mark.
So roughly how long would you say the idea for the Ace has been, you know, kind of bouncing around in your head as you work to refine it and bring it to fruition in its most perfect form?
It's been, mine now's probably been like a little, like probably 26 months. It's probably like, you know, over 2 years, definitely. From like I remember just writing down some loose ideas, and I was like, I don't know if this is any good. So then I talked with my buddy, Passion for Drawing, and I just kind of pitched it to him, and he's like, all right, I like where this is going. So we worked on some ideas there, and that just kind of started, man. But it's been a long process. Like, you know, I didn't want to just put this out. I needed to like talk with different people and get the right artist on this, you know, get the right story ideas, and, you know, kind of, you know, it seems like every couple of months, like different things were evolving, you know, like, and this is like that process was a lot of fun, you know, just coming up with these different ideas, different types of stories that you can tell. So yeah, it's definitely been a long process now. It's been definitely over 2 years now, for sure.
Sweet. Welcome, Yotam Darkstar. Good to have you.
Oh, hell, Yotam.
Hail, everybody. And check out the Ace Volume 1 on Indiegogo. Thanks for dropping the links. Yeah. Damn, still.
Yeah, that's guess the YouTube chats are having problems dropping links.
Oh,
Yeah.
So far on my screen, or well, I didn't look on the YouTube side, but on StreamYard it's still showing. But I was having a hell of a time. Did it wipe it out still?
Oh no, it still has your initial one at 857. That one works.
Right.
And you also have the pinned
hold on. All right.
message.
I had to mute.
So you're good.
Oh yeah, it wiped out. Wiped out Yotam's link. All right. What if Google didn't suck dick? It's got the link.
Hey,
That is awesome.
as long as it works.
Yeah, like people say, you got to be creative. When I was modding on Piper's channel, I kept most if not all our links kept getting blown away too by supposed Google moderators. I personally think they're just a bunch of bots.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what are the odds that they're gonna spend the money to hire all these people to hang out in small creator streams to blow away the URLs? That was great. It keeps that for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Let me see here. It said that for people who are either have English as a second language or they're having trouble reading, that they introduce them to comics, and that seems to be a way to transition. Were the comics real helpful in teaching you to read English, or was it more the like another reason to pursue learning English?
It's a little bit of both. It definitely was a motivating factor.
Motivating.
But it also, and I think in the long run, it actually helped my vocabulary a lot because, back then I was reading like Claremont comics, and everybody who knows Claremont likes his dialogue. He likes these fancy words, that you got to look in the dictionary for, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
So reading a lot of X-Men and stuff like that really definitely helped kind of expand. I was able to kind of like figure out different words and what they meant kind of earlier than some of the other kids. So yes, definitely, I think it's a good tool all around there. Especially like those comics, like from Marvel, were very easy to like follow. Even if you didn't know everything was going on, the panel structure and everything was very basic in a way. But also, they just had like very detailed art. So you could just stare at those comics for the longest time. Don't even have to like read them. Like,
for sure.
Just go to and enjoy the art, and you can kind of figure out who the good guys are, who the bad guys are. So yeah, it's definitely something I would suggest for anybody out there. Especially if your kids don't like reading. Give them something that they want to enjoy. And it'll help them with their vocabulary in the long run.
Yeah, I would say so. There have been a lot of studies about it too. So it makes sense. You said that you've been reading and collecting comics for years. So do you have any idea how many comics you own now?
No, my actually lost all my comics in 2001.
Oh,
it was an apartment fire.
Oh no! Oh,
yeah. So that kind of funny thing is it took down the 2 apartments above us. We were on the 3rd floor.
All right.
And then when the thing crashed down, it only crashed down on my closet. The rest of the apartment was fine. It kind of stopped. It's like it broke through the 5th floor, 4th floor, then it crashed through my closet, and then it stopped. I was like, perfect. The one place I keep my comics. It's funny because nothing else got damaged. Like, I had my PlayStation, my TV, my action figures were all fine. But, the closet where I kept my clothing and my comics, they were both went up in smoke. I was like,
clothing and comics.
Yeah, that's it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, I've collected since, but like I said, it was a lot more streamlined. Like, I have tons of Green Lantern. Like, I collected almost everything Green Lantern, Flash, some Justice League stuff, a couple Marvel issues, but there were few and far between. Marvel just didn't really grab me once the 2000s came. But yeah, like tons of like Green Lantern. If it was Green Lantern related from like 2004 to like 2012, I pretty much had it. Like, I was going through some of the back issues. I have this bin full of like Green Lantern comics and crossovers and all this stuff. So yeah, it's fun. Now most of my collection is basically like crowdfunded.
Nice.
Books. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I do actually still own a portion of my original comic book collection. So I've got maybe 5 or 6 long boxes worth of comics. But I've got about 1.5 long boxes worth of crowdfunded books. Yo Tom says the essentials. Yep. Chris Oak Art, welcome. G'day all. Good to have you. Sweet.
This is a very talented artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be streaming soon, so look out for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah, definitely share your channel with everyone. And once you get to a certain number of subscribers, they allow you to customize your YouTube channel link. Don't fall into don't do the mistake I made where, like, my channel is youtube.com/c/WyzGyzEntertainment, all one word. You don't need that /c/. You just do youtube.com/ and then your name, like Chris Oakart, if you want. That way you don't have that goofy letter C in the path like I do. I thought it was like mandatory when I set mine up. So, oh well, live and learn. Man, it seems you've been doing all this promotion. You've been on all kinds of streams, advertising the Ace, getting people ready. Was the mailing list everything you planned and expected it to be? Did it work out really well for you?
Well, that definitely worked out. I kind of fumbled the mailing list. I guess they have a different timing. I thought when you did the mailing list, it set it up from when you took it live,
All
but it
right.
actually set it up from when you created. So there was like a month gap in between from when I put the mailing list live to when I created it. So it actually cut. I thought I had everything timed up. So there's like a month gap there where it kind of killed it. I had to reboot it again. So that's a learning experience. Anybody out there, the moment you create that mailing list, get it live because they start counting the 6 months right when you make it. So you don't want to get caught up like me. Yeah.
Start the mailing. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. The only part I knew about it was the fact that you can only have your mailing list running for 6 months, and then at the end of the 6 months, they expect you to be live. Otherwise, they close it down and they blow away your entire whatever work you put into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily for me, I ended up saving all the emails
Good.
on my MailChimp account,
All
so
right.
I can match all the emails to anybody who backed. So
Oh, good.
I also had like the secret perk link, which I sent to everybody, which was really helpful.
Oh,
That
cool.
way people directly can claim what they wanted. And if anybody out there, missed out or whatever, you can always contact me. We can figure something out. But yeah, it ran pretty smoothly after that. But that is a heads up to anybody out there creating. The moment you make that mailing list live, get it going because your clock starts.
Good to know. Good tips. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and give this a shot and see if the so-called YouTube moderators take it down. Yeah, if you haven't yet, back the Ace Volume 1. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yes.
If you don't, if you're not in the position to back it just yet, please share it across your social medias. Definitely want to get more eyeballs on this.
Yeah, definitely. If you're on Minds, if you're on Odyssey, go out there and share it. I tried to get on Minds. I just didn't have the time. I mostly do Twitter and some Facebook, and then obviously YouTube streams. But anybody out there, if you got a big following, just share it out. Let the people know.
Out of curiosity, do you have a pretty good audience on Facebook? Do you have a lot of backers and people?
It's kind of hit and miss. I mostly just created it in the last year, and really didn't really start creating joining groups and stuff until a couple months ago. So it's not really, but every little bit helps.
Oh, absolutely.
It's never too late to get things started. So I figured I might as well start it now. Then maybe for Volume 2, it might get some more.
Oh yeah,
as I grow it out. So
indeed. Welcome, El Gargo. Thanks for the invite.
Hell, Gargo.
Nice. Excuse me. So this is showing as your first campaign. This is the very first time you've done a crowdfunder.
Yep, first one.
Wow, it's performing pretty well. A lot of people who crowdfund for the first time, they get around $2-3 grand, but you're already at 57. That's pretty sweet, and 166 backers.
Yep.
It doesn't show anymore now that you're in demand. But what was your goal?
It was 3,500.
3,500. All right.
Yep.
Was it fixed or flexible?
Fixed.
All right. And how did you break that down? Was it mostly shipping and cost of whatever swag you wanted to add to the campaign? Was it the talent?
No. There's a couple actually different goals. There's one where it kind of accounts for shipping, paying the artist, all that kind of stuff. And then there's kind of what I consider a more reasonable goal that if you hit this, you can get it at least printed and get it out to people.
Nice.
So that was the 3,500. Was be like, all right, if I make 3,500, I can make the books
Yep.
and ship them to people, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, I think we're getting close to like what the break-even goal is.
Oh, nice.
And then
Very nice.
if we can hit that, then at least I'll be in the even, which is all I could ask for on the first campaign. Especially since I did overdo some of the art and stuff. That's a learning lesson, you kind of like, I get excited, like I had to save some of the art and stuff for like volume 2 because it was just I ordered so much. I had so many people doing cards and stuff. I was like, all right, I need to like relax, take it easy, because you're getting a great deal right now. I mean, like if you back the book, right? Let's say you want to just back the book. So the books are $15, and then U.S. shipping is $10. That's 25. You figure, 25. Maybe that's a little expensive. It's only like a 32-page book, but then you get, because we unlock the stretch goals, where you get a trading card, you get 4 of the 6 a.m. stickers, and you get 2 comic size prints. So that right there, that's a great deal for like any campaign.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So like
for sure, that's pretty sweet.
So yeah, I was pumped. We broke the little stretch goals and stuff. Like, we got the 6 a.m. stickers, which I'm a big fan of. I can't wait to get those.
Oh yeah.
Some nice prints and stuff. A nice trading card. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of cool little stuff. So you kind of learning and trying to get, people hopefully, feel like they're what they're backing when they get the package. That it's worth like them taking a shot on a first time writer and creator. So.
So I guess I came in pretty darn late. So you're already in demand, meaning you've already gone through your funding phase. Did you go into, did you do like 2 30-day rounds of funding like a lot of CGers do, or did you do one?
I did the 2 30 days.
Did you see the benefits and rewards to doing that? Like, did you see the spikes throughout the course of the campaign?
A little bit, but I gotta say my kind of like promoting and stuff kind of took a dip near the end of the 60 days. Like I was just grinding away so hard, and then my regular job kind of took me away from streaming as much as I had done for like the first month and a half.
Oh yeah.
So, it doesn't really, maybe I could have had more, but it just, there's only so many hours in the day. So, you can only do so much. But yeah, like that's another lesson too, trying to learn it for, I'm hoping to do another one next year. So it's kind of learning how to phase maybe the first month and then kind of plan out the weeks maybe a little better.
Okay.
But, it's a grind, especially like I said, I work like a regular job, 6 days a week. So
yep.
But yeah, no, but it was good. Like even like in demand, it's done okay. It's gotten some backers and stuff. Like
nice.
It's just kind of learning, kind of. I'm trying to offer different exclusives and stuff. Like we offer like the Donald Delay poster. We offered that for 30 days.
Oh wow!
And just trying to do different things and trying to, like I said, right now we're actually gonna be finishing up the PDF. So for anybody who's a fan of the digital, you have until the end of April to back it. Once end of April hits, it's gone. And then we also have these metal prints that are gonna be going on, but they're only going on for like the first 2 months of in demand. So they'll be gone at the end of May. So we're kind of trying stuff like that that's limited. Like we only offered posters for a certain amount of time. Like the hardline posters, we only offer them for 60 days.
Oh, jeez.
Just to make sure, like, like we want people to kind of jump on this and, like they're going to be exclusive. So you don't want to wait to the last minute.
Oh man, all these deadlines, you're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, you gotta get it done, and I'm a big believer in kind of like giving something special to the people who jump in early.
Yes.
So, like I said, we'll do cool stuff for the second one.
Rewarding.
We'll do it. But yeah, like those people who jump. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Like metal print is sick.
Yeah. Like Phoenix Animation's doing them for me. He showed off. Yeah. He showed off like a little video of like the shine on them and stuff. And I thought it looks sick, man. I'm excited. Eventually order those. in a couple months.
Nice. Yeah, Phoenix Animation. Definitely, if anyone's interested in doing metallic bookmarks or prints, seek out Phoenix Animation. Good stuff. I love that metallic stuff. It's trippy.
Yeah, like I've been looking at it for a while, but I never felt like I had anything that really kind of would fit it, as aside from like a
Mm-hmm.
regular print. And then I got some art from this artist Omar Casanova, and
Oh, Casanova.
his art and his colors and everything are just, it just fit. Like the moment I saw the image, I was thinking like this would look great as a metal print. Like it just, the way he colors and stuff, it just kind of set it up. So I was like, all right, if I can get them made for something reasonable, then why not? Let's do it.
Nice.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, so you go check those out. I think it's really cool, cool stuff. And we have a couple different tiers on them, so give you a different couple options.
Cool deal. The Ace is on volume 1. So, what do you envision this being? Are you looking for it to be an ongoing, continuous series, or do you see it capping, terminating after a certain number of volumes?
I don't know. I want to make this an ongoing. I would love to tell stories. Like I said, my dream would be to put out one of these a year and just continue like telling this very long kind of epic story. Just kind of getting better as a writer, getting better as a storyteller, getting better with the panel layouts, just trying to get better, man. Like I just, like I've already finished the script for volume 2 and I feel it's better than the first one. I feel like, I'm working on some other side stuff and I just feel like everything I've learned has kind of helped me get better. And working with a bunch of these talented artists, man, they just want to make me up my game. So hopefully people will see as they follow this, they'll see the growth in all areas and trying to make these as good as possible each time out. So
Do you ever get any formal training in writing and storytelling?
no, nothing formal. I do own a copy of Blackest Night #1 Director's Cut by Jeff Johns. That was basically been my Bible the past couple of years. Anybody who knows Jeff Johns is a great writer, comic book writer. And the great thing about that issue is that he actually has the full script for Blackest Night #1. So
Really?
you actually see him break down the entire script panel by panel. And you see his notes to his artist, Ivan Reyes. And it's a really kind of great learning like thing where I remember just reading that time after time, just going through each and seeing how detailed he was. There's times where panels where he's specific down to like the minutia. And then there's other times where he's like, all right, you can go nuts on this page. Like you could see like him, the notes, it's very kind of like, I've never seen anybody put out like a comic script like that before. I thought it was pretty amazing. That's the reason why I got it in the first place. And just because I've always wanted to know, like, all right, if I'm a writer, how does this kind of, I've helped from other people who've given me notes and stuff. But that was really something that to this day I find very useful. Anytime I get stuck, I'll just go and thumb through it just to see like how he tackles his breakdown, his knowledge of each character, and just like it's so in depth. It's really like incredibly detailed. Like he does this for like however long the issues is, like 40 pages or whatever, and you just see all his notes for all 40 pages, and you kind of, I used to look at it and then look at the comic to see like how it translates, and it's very interesting. Anybody who's into like that kind of stuff, definitely.
So was this script something that's widely available for sale at comic shops and stuff and bookstores?
Yeah, you should be able to pick up. It's called Blackest Night Director's Cut, and it has like it's got some like additional stories, but at the end of it, it's got the full script for volume 1, for issue 1, I should say, of Blackest Night.
Wow, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like it's really interesting. Like especially seeing a high-profile writer like that, seeing how he breaks down and how the care and the knowledge, and him talking to his artist, which is another interesting thing, because sometimes you wonder like how much is the writer, how much is the artist, but you see like Jeff Johns really like, he knows what he wants and he's trying to get it across as best as possible. And like, there's also times where he has to let the artist breathe and do do his thing. So but It's kind of one of those things because you don't really know like how much do you really wanna, but it is your book. If I'm hiring somebody to do it, I have the vision, I have what I want, and then you have to be flexible enough to know if they have a great idea to let that breathe. But in the end, it's still gonna be my story, and I need it to be a certain way, good or bad. Like the chips are gonna fall on you. So
So,
like
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, it's just finishing. Yeah.
Um, so how long did it take for you to find the artist that you knew was right for your project?
I believe probably like maybe 10 months. Originally, I had a different artist that was actually agreed to do the book, but he had family issues,
All
so
right.
he had to drop off. He actually sent me a full page, fully drawn, colored, and lettered of like the first, but then he dropped off, and then I was kind of thinking about what artist could really kind of fit the book. And like I said, Canales had done some work for me before. He did this avatar right here that I'm using as a commission, and I thought I really like the way he draws the ace. Like he gives it like a different twist, even from like what Swings and the other artists were doing. It's really sleek and sharp, and the colors and everything were nice. I just thought like I didn't think I could get him because I know he's really busy.
Right, right.
But I was like, you know what? Me and Canales are cool. I'll reach out to him, even if he says no. I'll take a shot.
Yeah, why not?
So I sent it to him, and then I told him a little about what the script was, and he's like, he can't send me back a message. He's like, you had me at the alien bounty hunter shark guy. I was like, there you go, brother. So then we kind of timed out some like a little time frame because he was in the middle stuff, and I was like, yeah, like this isn't like a big book, you're not gonna be doing like a Richard, 48, 60 some pages, however many, it's gonna be pretty limited. The main story is only like 17 pages, so he was like, all right, I can fit that into my schedule. I was like, all right, good, so I'll get you that. And yeah, so we made it work, and Canales has been amazing. Like it really been amazing working with him. He's helped taking, I think, the book to another level. I think his art really shines on this, and hopefully, when people get the book, they'll see that Canales has really improved, and he's getting better and better. And he's got a lot of cool stuff, and I think this kind of sci-fi, kind of like superhero kind of style that the book has, it kind of fits him really well. And yeah, so now we're getting ready to start volume 2 in May. So
wow, that's pretty nice. The when does that mean volume 1 is completely finished?
Oh yeah, it's been the art was fully finished by the time the Indiegogo launched. I just spent the last couple months finishing up. We had to do like a fan art section, and obviously we had to there were like a credits page, a thank you page, just different like little stuff like that kind of had to get right.
Oh sure. Yeah.
So we kind of set that up by the time now we have the print files ready.
Oh wow.
Now just have to kind of tweak, we got to do some tweaks on different things, just little minutia stuff that takes longer than you want. You're like, I did all the complicated stuff, and now this small stuff's taking longer, but that's part of the process. It's just like with like the ordering of prints and the ordering of this and that,
Right.
that all takes time, and you're like, you kind of want to get it going, but you're like, all right, it has to be right, So
let's see, what was I going to ask? So who's doing the lettering?
Adam AF.
All right. So that's all done too. You said you had the digital files.
Yeah, no, it's just about kind of tweaking the file, for different.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I've had people, check the spelling, gone over there, make sure there's no like, make sure the story makes sense, all the pages are lined up correctly and everything. Yes, and it's like I said, now it's just about tweaking some stuff and making small changes here and there, trying to get it.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta have editors. You gotta have a second or third set of eyes look over your stuff.
Yeah.
You want to deliver a quality product for sure. What is your guys' like working relationship? I mean, is it one of those things where you provide an ultra detailed script of what you're looking for, including camera angles and details about all the minutia of what the character is wearing, or are you kind of like broad stroke generic, saying here's the feel I'm going for? And
Yeah,
then,
it's a little, like usually like for the character designs, I usually try to have them ahead of time. So I had like a character design already for Akula. Canales knew what the ace looked like. I presented him David. But like I said, I want him to have his input too. So he kind of messed around and he tweaked the Akula a bit. He changed a bit of what David looked like. So as long as it fit the image, I want him to go nuts and do his things on it. So mostly like the actual script is just mostly like different actions, especially like action panels and stuff like that. I'm very kind of like direct, like, all right, I need him to be jumping and when he kicks something, from this angle and stuff like that. But like, Canals is always good about sending me like layouts and stuff. Just be like, all right, this is what I'm thinking for this page, and like, we talk about it. Be like, all right, this is good. Like, this one doesn't really work at the angle. Can you switch the angle on that one? And he does digital, so he's pretty quick about doing changes and stuff. So, like, it's a really good collaboration. Like with him, we'd always check in. He'd always check in every page, different panel ideas, and then, once it's good, finish it up and let's go on to the next one. So the whole process went really, really quick, considering, like it kind of answered us up pretty good. So, like I said, the next one's gonna be 24 pages that he's gonna be doing. So it's gonna be a little more pages. So it'll probably take a little longer.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, like I said, the script's already done. Like I might go give it like a fifth go over,
Right.
right before he starts, just to make sure everything's on point. But
Yeah.
like for the most part, I think everything's kind of set where I want, where the book picks up and where it ends, kind of for volume 2. It all, I think everything's pretty tight. Like I said, I'll probably just do like one last look over just to make sure before he starts. And I don't know if he's gonna do like mid to late May, so I gotta talk to him and get down the dates and
Very
all
cool.
that fun stuff. But yeah, I know he's been busy slaving away. So
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, yeah, that was my other question. Is he traditional or digital? And
he does a little bit of both. I think they do some traditional pages for the ace, but I think it also depends on time and stuff like that.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Welcome, Simon Sim Poitier. Good to have you. Hello, everyone.
Yes, Sim. What's going on, buddy?
Check out Tales from the Netverse, #1 on IGG Indiegogo. Heck yeah. He's using this one again since it works. What if Google didn't suck dick? Tales from the Netverse, #1 by Sim. Yeah. Maybe that's what all the links should be prefaced by. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that the question mark is right in front of the H of HTTPS. And maybe that's what kind of hides it. I don't know. Still weird. That's the only way we can share links now. I know. Isn't that funny? They're on to us. Oh, man. Damn, they found us out. Shoot.
These Google moderator team. I don't know what's going on with this. It's really weird.
Man, as far as I'm concerned, they're AI bots. They're too damn cheap to have actual moderators. Man, pretty sweet. Let's watch this trailer here. Yeah, bringing the fun, weird, and fantastic. Whoa, that's cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Is is the letter A in Ace the his visor upside down?
Yeah, that was by How Comics who did the logo. So yeah, he ended up kind of turning it upside down. I thought it was a really cool like idea. So I was like, yeah, go for it.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah.
Who did the trailer?
That was WyzGyz.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, WyzGyz is doing all kinds of awesome stuff with trailers.
Oh my good dude. Go check out his new campaign. Been working hard, man. You know.
What is it called again? The newest one?
Sworn Wings of Vengeance.
Oh yeah. The sequel to Sun. Yep.
That might be it. I'll have to double check.
And
There's so many campaigns these days. Honestly, it's hard for me to keep up with everything. I try to do my best, but some days it's like I'll look up and I'll be like, oh, I had no idea this one launched.
Yeah, exactly. I'm working off old information, but last I heard, in the first 4 months of 2021, Comicsgate's released like 53 books, 53 titles, 43 or 53. It's like, wow, I've fallen so behind. That's a lot of titles in such a short time.
Yep, it is Wings of Vengeance. There you go, Ryan. I got you. I got your back, buddy.
Simon, never give up, never surrender. We will find a way. Guess Google will finally take a break from sucking. Oh gosh. Oh man, thanks for dropping the links, mods. You guys are awesome. Oh man, that's great stuff. So we got some interiors, it looks like.
There's a couple different panels there, you know, giving you some sneak peeks of what to expect.
Cool. And I love the shark character. He's badass.
Akula is a lot of fun. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up with him.
So we're looking at a 32-page full color story of David Diaz, a young man who's looking to find his purpose in life. When one day a shooting star crash lands nearby, and what he finds in the wreckage changes his life forever. As he becomes an armored being named the Ace, who turns out to be the most sought-after object in the entire universe. Wow, that's oh man, this is such a cool action shot. Oh man, this is so cool. Whoa. So he's got like a laser knife.
Yeah, it's kind of like an energy blade that can cut through anything.
Damn, it looks like it went right through his shoulder. Ooh. Holy cow, that's got to be painful. So, the Ace, covered by Donald DeLay of Brutus fame. Edwin Acevedo, writer and creator, of course. Main story art by Ibe Canales of Iron Sights. Colors by Tio Gonzalez. Excuse me, who did Brutus. So that means Canales did pencils and inks.
Yep. And then colors by Theo Gonzalez.
Yeah. Ace Epilogue Part 1 in colors by Sweens. Excuse me. Angelique. Oh, that's a cool spelling for the name. Origin art and colors by the Howl Comics of the Lost Pages. Adams by Adam F. from More Lethal. Wow, what a team. The Ace main story pages by Canales and Gonzalez. Looks like they're a good combination.
Yeah, like the colors really pop on this. Like I'm really excited for people to see. You know, the Theo did a great job really bringing Canales' artwork up a notch. So
Yeah, it works out pretty well. Well, it looks kind of like shoot, what do they call it? Nanobot technology. Kind of like what they were doing with Iron Man in Infinity War, I guess, or was it Endgame? I forget which one. But there's that shooting star. That would change his life forever. Some more interiors.
yeah, I love that bottom panel there with the Ace looking out, and then you see the ship. Like that was just like a small note about like the ship. The ship. Canales came up with the whole design, the alien language, all that stuff. That was crazy. He sent me back that panel. I was like, oh, just seeing like the work he puts in, man. Like people are really gonna be impressed. Like he really does killer work on this.
So, do you have your own alien alphabet laid out?
No. Everything with as far as like it's gonna be. I guess I could say it here. The suit translates. So.
Cool.
Yeah. This is from the epilogue story by Sweens.
Wait a minute. All right, so these are two different ships, aren't they?
Yeah, the blue ship up there, that's a cooler ship.
All right. This one's pretty wicked. I like the lines.
Yeah, Sweens did a killer job on this. Like, this is going to be really fun little epilogue story in the book.
That's a cool looking ship. I like that. Oh, and you got like hologram images. That's pretty sweet. Especially this one right here. I don't know if you can see the mouse cursor.
Yeah.
Wow. Thwack.
And these are some of the panels from the Angelique 4-page origin story.
Oh man, she's
cool. Yeah, How Comics did a great job on this. Completely different style that he's got, more kind of like fantasy like, but it kind of works for like the story I'm trying to tell. So that's a being called a celestial. They're kind of like alien angels.
It kind of reminds me of the artwork you'd see in the Dungeons and Dragons manuals.
Yeah.
Where, you learn more about the character and their ratings, their hit points, and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
More. Additional tiers, Mike McMahon from U.S. Assassin, comic size print, colored by Simon Sim Poitier, Tales from the Netverse.
Yeah, it's a beautiful print Mike did for me. So.
Wow.
You can still pick that up if you like. That's actually still available. So.
Nice.
Yep, we had the online jam piece. These are gone. These are only for the first 60 days.
Oh my gosh. Featuring art by Joe Ball of Super Harem, Sweens, Oddity, Simon Sam Poitier, Tales from the Natverse, Passion for Drawing, Doom Fate, Brandon Diaz, Magic Cop, Ophil's Brother. Colors by Michael Beacon of Seven Legions, Michael Sweet, and letters by Adam F. of Deepwell. Oh man.
Yeah, like the full posters, it has like a hardline logo at the bottom, and then it's got everybody's names at the top.
Holy crap.
It's a sick piece, man. I can't wait to hopefully I'll be ordering those next couple of months.
So how big is the poster?
It's 11 by 17 ish. You know, depending on where I can get them from. You know. Yeah.
Are you gonna fold it in half, or are you gonna fold it into thirds?
Should be like a 4-fold. So
4-fold, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a collection. So how did you pull that off? I mean, did everybody draw their characters and then you had someone combine them all in a collage?
Yeah, like we do like the hardline stream together. So we were all looking for something, a way to help promote each other and like our campaign. So I came up with this jam piece idea.
That's clever.
Yeah. So then, you know, we had a couple guys drew a couple people, like Sweens drew Oddity and the Ace. Then Joe Ball did the giant creature in the back and like the guy with the blue shield. Sim did his Vincent guy there with the 2 guns, the angel guy in the back, then the chick with the purple hair. Passion drew Valeria, which is the girl on the left. And then Brandon drew Magic Cop, who's on the right. And then we just had Beacon color it, because Beacon's a very talented colorist. And then, like I said, Adam lettered it. And then Brandon also came up with the hardline logo that's in the bottom of it. So it's just like, you know, collaborative kind of effort to kind of help. I think they're offering this on the Magic Cop 2 campaign as a print, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so I'm doing the poster. They're doing, I think, prints.
What a cool idea.
Yeah, so
nice job, guys.
Yeah, we all get like to use it however we'd fit for like a limited time and then pass it on to the next one.
Yeah. Welcome, What About? Ahoy, one and all.
What up?
Good to have you all here. Wow, that is so sweet. Stretch goals. 3,500 in funding stretch goal. Angelique trading card by Doodle Bags of Vestige 2.
Yep.
And man, she's cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Passion for Drawing of Doom Fate.
Yeah, she's gonna be the main antagonist in Volume 2, so I'm really looking forward for to seeing.
Then you had the $4,000 stretch goal, the Ace and Akula stickers by 6 a.m. Comics of Starfetched. He looks so happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Man, 6 a.m. Comics is everywhere.
Yeah.
At $4,500 stretch goal, Angelique and Ace red and blue stickers by 6 a.m. Comics. I like how he handled the wings.
Did a great job with that.
Yeah. I love 6 a.m. comic stickers. I've got so many from different campaigns. Oh, I should like collect them. I should collect all those 6 a.m. stickers in a binder or something. $5,000 stretch goal. Jim O'Reilly from Mojo Risen Kaiju print. That is wicked.
Yeah, it's a sick piece. Jim killed that.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a kaiju, all right. And at the $5,500 stretch goal, PMN Tunes. There's no kill like overkill. Sexy Angelique print. That was pretty sweet too. Man, you got some good stuff here.
Yeah.
That's kind of like manga-ish.
Yeah, he's got a very different style, you know. That's probably like the thing. I wanted to get different kind of artists to kind of do different takes and kind of bring different things to the table. So I just kind of reached out to some guys I was cool with, and it's kind of, everybody was cool to work with, so
Nice.
we were able to make it happen.
All right. So under risks and challenges, you point out that all the artwork on the book is complete. Letters are all complete. Just doing some fine tuning to set up and finalize a print file. Getting the fan art section set up as well. Can you reveal how much fan art you received? Like how many pages?
Yeah, there's for like 4 main pieces of fan art. I didn't have asked for like people to like bring pieces to the table. I didn't do like a contest or anything like that.
Okay.
Maybe I might do that for a future volume.
Okay.
I did it because I had some guys that were working on some pieces that they had sent me and stuff, and I just wanted to like showcase it. So I have 4 pieces. One's by Hex Allen. One's by Eric Ninotowski. One is by Simon K. Bennett, who's he worked on Tug's last book.
Oh, nice.
And, also have this guy called the Sizzle King. He's an up and coming artist. He did one of the first ever like fan art things for me. He sent it to me. We were cool. He's done some commissions and stuff for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How sweet. It's got to be a good feeling to have people doing fan art of your characters and giving you a chance to see them in another person's perspective.
Yeah, it's definitely every time somebody sends me any fan art, it always brings a smile to my face.
Oh, I'm sure, man.
I think it's about as cool as I think it's possible.
It's got to be a hell of a thrill.
Yeah,
like an adrenaline rush, even. Make as much progress throughout the book as much as possible throughout the campaign. If you haven't already, the Ace Volume 1 is in demand. Back at once, back at twice, back at 3 times a lady. Whoa, shoot. Let's check out these freaking awesome tiers. So you've got a featured tier, which I always appreciate out of a campaign. Like many have said, it's typically not going to be your cheapest tier. It's not going to be your most expensive. It's going to be somewhere in between. And it typically involves getting a book and maybe 1 or 2 pieces of swag, sometimes a book and a variant. Depends on how the creator wants to handle it. In your case, you're offering the comic, a print, and a metal print.
Yep.
Whoa. All right. So you got the book, and then the regular print. Is it going to be like on a cardstock, or is it going to be like a kind of like a photo paper, or?
Yeah, kind of cardstock-ish. It won't be like, it won't be like a pen paper. It'll be kind of in between, kind of.
Nice.
So it's gonna be like comic size-ish. It'll be like by like 10 by 6-ish, or 6 by 10, however you say it.
And then the one that's going to be the metallic print is this piece of the shark character, right?
Yep, Akula. I actually have a bigger.
Akula.
In the updates, I put like a bigger kind of a picture of the art on it.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Damn. Check that out.
See what I mean by the colors? Like the moment he sent me that and I saw the colors, I was like, I wonder what this was like as metallic print.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, Omar killed that.
Whoa. Oh dang. Yeah, and just like a real shark, you got 2 rows of teeth. Ooh. That's gonna look sweet on metal.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's sweet. All right. So wow. 40 for that. Nice. Ships worldwide.
Yep.
Then you got the book itself. The Ace comic book. Right on, right on, right on. This is quite popular here. 48 claimed already. All right. The next perk tier is the Ace comic book plus the print. All right. So this is basically the first two parts of the featured one, just without the metal print.
Yep.
For 20. Pretty darn good. Then you got the digital PDF. Definitely going to be a certain amount of the population interested in the.
Yeah, so that one's only going to go until the end of the month. So.
All right, and we're coming to the end of the month too.
Yep. So.
30, like 8 days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
30 days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah. We're looking at 8 days, man. Less than 8 days. And the digital PDF will be taken down. And then you've got the Akula metal print alone for 20. Oh, that's going to look so good. All right, so you're basically covering all the bases. You got the book plus, oh gosh, darn it, excuse me. That plus the metal print without the regular print.
You also have like add-ons and stuff, so you should be able to add on some of the stuff. But you know, it's good to just have the tier easy and people can just click on it. And
exactly. Yeah, it's nice that you're making use of the add-ons feature and allowing a lot of customization. Let's see, 2 copies of the Ace and 2 prints. Oh, okay, nice. This kind of tier can also be handy for those international backers who want to go halvesies with a friend, and then you ultimately end up paying less shipping per person. So that makes these kinds of tiers very handy. And of course, if you want, like, keep it all for yourself, you can do that too. You could have a copy that you keep in pristine condition and one you can keep as a reader and to show off to your friends. Wow, and that's for 40. That's good. Some good price in there. Original art by Canales.
Yes. So we have 9 pages remaining.
Yeah, one's been scooped up. 9 remaining.
Yeah.
How are you distributing these? Is it going to be first come, first serves?
Yep. Whoever backs it first gets the first pick. I'll send them the, send them the images and ask them what they want.
All right.
I'll have it out for them. So,
do my eyes deceive me, or is there actually a splash page, a 2-page splash page?
No, there's no splash pages on there.
Okay, all right.
They're just close, some of these are close together. He just sent me like a quick like screenshot of them, so I just put everything in there. And I didn't want to get zoomed in so people can for spoilers. So
that's a good point. Yeah. That's a very good point.
That just gives you like a little teaser, like, all right, we do have some like traditional pages.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he said those from Spain. It took like a month for them to get over here. So
oh my god,
very protective of those. I put them all in sleeves. I was like, all right, make sure nothing happens to these.
Yeah, you put them in top loaders.
Yep.
Are these 11 by 17 then?
No, those are A4 paper, so it's like 9 by 13. It's like a notebook that he draws everything in. So these are literally from like his notebook.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so.
So when you make the digital file from that, like a lot of comic book artists, they work from 11 by 17 and then they downscale it so that it prints on whatever those dimensions for a typical comic book are.
Yeah.
Say again, it's 9 by 13?
I believe it's 9 by 13.
That I presume scales perfectly well down to that same.
Yeah, like I say, transfers it over to the digital. So, and then once the digital is basically comic book size, once it's in digital form.
All right. And let's see. I don't recall seeing it earlier, but Is it is the finished product a floppy or is it a perfect bound?
No, it's a floppy. It's 32 pages. I don't think you can go perfect until like 40,
Oh,
40
all
or 44. Yeah.
right. Gotcha. All right. So sweet. Do you know if it's gonna have like 2 or 3 staples? I don't know if there's like a certain.
Yeah, I think it's typical 2 staples usually.
All right. Wow. Original art, 125. That's actually a good price.
And like the thing about Canales is he doesn't really offer it. I think only Chimera's campaign showed a couple. Usually it's only like a handful. I think this is the most he's ever had for anybody to do. So I hope people check it out. Maybe, you know, I'll leave those up. Maybe when people get the actual book though. But I think if Canales has a lot of fans, and like I said, I think it's dope opportunity to like get some killer pages from him.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know it. Hey, welcome, Sugar Chris. Welcome, welcome. Hail all. For those of you who haven't yet had a chance to do so, go ahead and consider. Let me see. I wonder if I added some goofy characters, if it would help this hang around longer. Or if the YouTube moderators will still pick it apart. We shall see. Actually, let me take a quick look-see. All right, so far it's there. Oh. They took out Yotam's links. Some of mine are staying. I don't know why.
That's weird.
I don't know why. I don't know if it has to do with being the host and the person running the stream, or if there's something else factoring in, but I don't know. Who will ever understand what is going through YouTube's minds? Original art by Canales. Yeah, back at once, back at twice, back at 3 times a lady. You've got all this awesome artwork, affordable prices, really cool looking stuff. And this is volume 1, the beginning of the story, beginning of the adventure. This is one of the things that I find really fun, catching the parts of the campaign that have already sold out. So basically, I get to see what I missed out on, but also it serves as a reminder to those who also missed out not to drop the ball and to get in on the next campaign early while these are still around. So you had Joe Ball sketch card of the ace. Nice. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said you had all this artwork. Dang. And this being your first campaign? Wow. That's a lot of talent working on this campaign. Joe Ball sketch card Akula, 1 of 1. That sold out. Damn, look at all the teeth. Woo. This is pretty cool. The Joe Ball sketch card of the ace. Yeah, that's a good shot of him. Oh, actually, Joe Ball sketch card ace 2.0.
Yeah, it's basically the one Mike McMahon drew, which has the shoulder rocket thing.
Oh,
yeah. So I just wanted to separate them so people knew like what version I was talking about, like the more kind of traditional Canales version, and then that one.
Gotcha. Then the ace sketch card by Michael Beacon. Whoa.
Actually, he had 2 more, but I had to hide those because I forgot to put the limit of 1-on-1.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. So luckily, I caught. Actually, Beacon caught it, so he told me. So I hit those, and then I added the 3rd one, and then people about that. So very
Oh my gosh, this is cute.
yeah, those are great. Those are by Brandon Diaz.
Yes. Looks like he's in
It's like a little Mario Kart inspired.
race car.
Yeah.
Like a yeah. Oh, okay. Then you got an Aquila card by Brandon Diaz. They're both racing. That's funny. Oh, you even have you even had is the imperative word. Had an Angelique card from Brandon Diaz.
Yeah, actually, he did a great thing actually because he actually went back and he colored those cards.
Oh,
Brandon.
he did?
Yeah, like he's been kind of working on his colors, and so he asked me if he could color them. So
Oh,
I reached out to the guy who bought them, and I was like, "Hey, Brandon, would like to color these. Is that cool with you?" He's like, "Yeah." So he just sent them back to me a little while ago. So I got those actually gonna be nicely colored by Brandon. So he did a great job with them.
oh, cool. So, like, did one person buy all the Brandon Diaz sketch cards?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Complete set. And then you get the Ace card by Passion for Drawing. Man, so much damn talent.
Yeah, man. Bunch
Wow.
of guys definitely came through for me. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I'd say. Then we got the Aquila card by Passion for Drawing. Wow. That's a neat style.
Yeah, he's got Passion puts a lot of detail, nice colors on these. So
David card by Passion for Drawing.
yeah. Not a lot of people draw the ace with his helmet off. So I made a request. I was like, yeah, I need one of David with the helmet off. She's like, all right, I'll do it for you. I was like, all right, there you go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Because in the end, like as fun as the book is, the story really is about David kind of discovering who he is
Mm-hmm.
as like a man and trying to figure out, this crazy new world he stumbled into. So.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Yotam says, sweet. Wow. An Angelique card from Passion for Drawing.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Oh my gosh. It almost looks like the style of Boob Dan art.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Ace card by Preston Acevedo. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, Preston came through these oversized cards he did. So,
Oversized? How big were they?
they're like typical sketch card, maybe like a quarter more than like the typical
Oh, really?
sketch card. Yeah.
Almost like maybe a 3x5 instead of 2.5 by 3.5.
Yeah, about. Yeah, just a
Wow,
little
that's
bit.
neat.
Yeah, so he hooked me up with those, so much appreciated. Preston's a insanely talented dude.
No doubt. No question there.
So
Man. Holy crap. I love that.
yeah, he really did a great take on both characters. I was like,
So it looks like it's all pencils, eh?
yep, just pure pencils, but beautiful like detail. Like
I
words.
know. Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder if he ever has to erase some of the lines, or if he's like EVS and Frege, where he could just put down on paper what he's imagining and it comes out flawless.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's beautiful. I highly respect Preston's art. Aquila card. Oh, man. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got all kinds of talent brimming over the top. The Ace print original art also sold out, of course. Man, that's a steal. 125. Wow, how cool is that? Good stuff. Dang. Neat stuff. Neat stuff.
Actually, if you go down to the other update before that one, yeah, that one.
But this,
Yeah, this has like it's like the trading card. You get the front of it with the lettering and everything, the borders, all that fun stuff.
that's nice.
And then it's gonna have like the stickers. And then that's the full kaiju print.
Oh man!
See the sick detail Jim put in it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So.
That is sick.
So yeah, guys.
Looks like those tentacles are gonna rip the ace apart.
Yeah, I had this. I was messing around with Sim. You know, we were just talking one night, and he was doodling away at something. And I was like, you know what? It would be cool. How about kaiju with all these tongues coming out from his mouth that like go out to you like tentacles? And he's like, that's kind of cool. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, if you're not interested, I'm gonna do it. So then when I talked to Jim, I was like, I told him the idea. He's like, yeah, that sounds cool. So I finally said it to Sim, and he got a kick out of it. He's like, yeah, I told you I'll do it. Yeah, that's how we come up with a lot of ideas. We'll just be like BSing on like an offer hangouts and stuff, and then something will happen, and we're like, oh, that gives me an idea for something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So, do you find it challenging running a campaign while working a regular 9 to 5, or actually?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Just that's one of those things you gotta like train yourself to like be able. Like I said, like I worked today and then had like an hour where I can get some food and wind down a bit. And then I had to jump on this stream, and then so like it just kind of. You gotta learn to pace yourself. So I took some time off and I did a couple streams here and there, but it wasn't. I wasn't going there because I really went hard. Like the first month and a half, like I did countless streams, couple a day. Like I was going extra. It just went a little too crazy, and then work got a little busier. So kind of had to learn kind of when to push and when to like pull the throttle back a little bit. So
yeah, for sure. Find some balance wherever you can.
So now I'm trying to just kind of like do a couple streams a week maybe, and just kind of take it a little easier. It also makes it a little easier that it's in demand, so it's the store's out and stuff. So it just kind of everything kind of slows down a little bit now. I'm just kind of working on, like I said, just a lot of small minutia of ordering different where to order the supplies from, just stuff like that. Kind of a lot of that takes time, and then you gotta wait. Once you order something, the mails, everything is slowed down, so the wait's a little long. So that's probably the next couple of months I'll be doing, just like starting to order supplies and prints and stuff, and then it'll take a couple of weeks for it to come, and little by little.
So you're planning on doing all the fulfillment yourself, right?
It looks like it. I'm gonna do like a test run and see like how much time it takes, how many packages I can do a week, stuff like that, and then I'll kind of reassess. But it's not too bad. I mean, it's not even like 200 packages yet, so I figure it's pretty doable.
Have you decided if you're going Gemini mailer or media mail or some other solution?
I ordered my first couple of Geminis. I'm gonna see how that goes. I get them all the time. I think they're good, but I also know that there's other options. So we'll kind of see like how the test run goes.
Yeah.
I'll probably ship out a couple to some friends and stuff. Like once I get everything in, just to see how like the process goes, you know.
That's good tested.
Because you know, normally I don't really use the mail that much. I mean, every once in a while I have to send a package, you know, but that's a rare thing for me. Like, I'm not somebody who goes to the post office and sends like 20 packages. You know, that whole thing, like that's a whole new process for me. So I got to figure out what the easiest process is for me to get, you know, a handful of, you know, a certain number a week. I think I'd say like on a day off, you know, I can, all right, how many can I do? How many can I get? How long is the process going to be? How's my local post office? Are they going to be helping me? Are they going to be pains in the ass? Do I have to go to another post office? You know, like there's a lot of things I got to figure out. Luckily, I have a little bit of time before I got to start getting everything out. So hopefully, little by little, we'll start figuring it out. And then hopefully I can get at least in a little bit of a groove.
Well, there you go.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning experience, but I'm sure it'll be extremely fun. Learning the ins and outs of how to do it so that you can improve upon it next campaign. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and play this trailer again, and then we can wrap things up, I think. Nice. So, when do you, how long do you anticipate this in-demand store going?
I was thinking probably 6 months.
6 months?
So,
and when do you think you'll start fulfillment?
Everything should be started to go out in July. So,
July.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just, you know, trying to order everything is just going to take time, you know, and I got to do a setup. So I just figure, you know, I gave myself a little buffer there. I think everything should be good to start shipping sometime in July.
Cool. Yeah, because remember, once people start receiving your book, you know, they're going to be doing YouTube videos, P.O. box openings, and, you know, giving reviews on your book, and you'll probably encounter another spike of traffic on your in-demand store. And that starts happening. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And,
yeah, definitely. But you know, I do want to have like an endpoint, like I do, because once I start putting all my energy towards volume 2, you know, I'm gonna be basically focused on that by the end of the year. That's gonna be basically my one focus. And anybody who kind of missed out, you know, I already plan on offering it in volume for volume 2.
Oh,
But I will say that, I do talk about exclusives. So one thing that will be an exclusive is the cover. There's a reason why there's only one cover. I don't do variants is because I love that Donald DeLay cover. I think it's one of the best covers in Comicsgate. I'll put it up against anybody. And so like once the first printing is done and however many books I order are all sold out or in my basement or wherever, they won't be printed again. So that cover is exclusive to the first printing. I already have an idea for the cover for the second printing. It's going to be dope, but it'll be different. So if you like that Donald cover with Akula and Ace, this is, make sure you get the first printing before it ends.
nice.
I won't be offering it again. So
Sweet. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, that's a wise idea. I think it's always good in your subsequent campaigns to offer some sort of catch-up tier, some way for people who happen to have missed out on the campaign to catch up on the story and not be totally left behind. So that's a good idea. And I'm glad that you're doing that. So 5765 so far, 166 backers. If you haven't backed yet, definitely consider backing. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. If you aren't able to at this time, please consider sharing it across all your social media. Greatly appreciate you. I am giving you the floor, Edwin. Please share with the world how you can be found on social media.
yes, you can find me on Twitter at Edwin Aces. I'm Drawing Aces on Facebook. At Drawing Aces on Minds, even though I don't really use it much, but you can follow me there. I'll check in every once in a while. Most important thing is to check out the Ace Volume 1 on Indiegogo. Second most important thing is that you sub to my YouTube channel called Drawing Aces. I do pimp streams every Friday night at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. I do watch along streams Sunday nights also at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. It's just a fun time when you hang out at Drawing Aces. And finally, I have my YouTube channel, my pro wrestling channel called Indie Wrestling Aces. I have 6,300 subs there. So if you're a fan of independent pro wrestling, go give it a sub, watch a couple wrestling videos. It helps me out immensely. So,
damn, wrestling. I wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah.
And you said 6,300 subs?
Yep.
Whoa. Right on.
Doing well now that things are starting to open up again. I'm starting to bring in a little new content, which is good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Good deal. You can find me at all the usual haunts. Facebook, MeWe, YouTube, under WyzGyz Entertainment. I'm on Parler under WyzGyzParlers, Twitter under WyzGyz Tweets, Twitch under WyzGyz Twitches. Pretty certain I'm also on Instagram and TikTok under WyzGyz Entertainment. Soon to be other platforms as well. Trying to keep up with all this stuff takes so much time. I want to thank everyone in chat for joining us. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are rock stars. Yotam says, later, everybody. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks to our very special guest, Edwin. The Aces live on Indiegogo. Acevedo.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Y'all have a great night. Take it easy. And we shall see you. Bye.
Peace.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube translation. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.